Great for this line of storms. It's a weakening line of storms, so I don't think we're looking at a massive severe weather event, but it doesn't take a massive severe weather event to impact the game and to impact fans walking into the link. If you get some lightning, that could delay things, and of course it could be potentially dangerous. So let's open the walls of our next weather sphere. We're going to start the day fine. Got sunshine at least through about 6 o'clock this evening, but let's talk about what you'll see as these storms come in. And this is why we've issued a next weather alert, because there will be so many people outside tailgating and going to the game. And we've got this line of broken, scattered storms moving through from about 5 to 10 p.m., kind of the target time, with gusty winds, lightning, and heavy rain likely with any thunderstorm. So again, that is dangerous. As we go through the day, let's take a look at our, first and foremost, our map. We're going to pull up our current temperatures. This is what you're stepping out to. We've got temperatures in the 60s, a little warmer, a little bit more humid than it has been. And as we go into the afternoon, that heat is going to start to feed into this line of storms, which is going to be moving through basically from west to east. And there is a level 1 risk of severe weather with this. That's the front that's headed our way. Coming up, we'll time this out for you hour by hour and what to expect for the Eagles game and beyond into the weekend. Let's send it over to Kim Hudson now for a check on tracking of these storms, because that's the problem. It's not a major severe weather outbreak. We're in a level 1 risk of severe weather, but it's the timing that is really leading this to become a next weather alert day, because so many people will be out tailgating, and these storms are coming through right around the time those gates open and people start filing into the link. So here's a look at what you need to know. What to expect: brief heavy downpours, frequent lightning, also damaging winds are possible. Storms will be weakening, but again, 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. is the greatest risk for any thunderstorm, and that is right around the time of, again, max tailgating, people driving to and from, and also going into the stadium. I think right around 7 o'clock is when storms will be most prevalent around the Philadelphia area. So let's take a closer look at it. We'll start off with right now, and right now it's quiet. You will notice it's a little bit more humid, a little warmer than it has been. We're at 64 degrees right now. Winds are going to start to pick up as well as we await the arrival of this front. But for the kids going to school today, to and from, it's an A day. Most of the day is beautiful. 67 degrees at 8 a.m. We're at 80 by noon, 83 by 3 o'clock. No problems. You don't need the umbrellas. You don't need the ponchos for the school day. But if you're headed to the link later on tonight, you will want to grab them. Here's the front that's causing all the issues. Moving across the Great Lakes and moving into Ohio right now, it is weakening. But as we heat up into the mid-80s today, that generates fuel for these thunderstorms, and thunderstorms will feed off of that fuel. And so you can see that level 1 risk, the edge of that green right over Philadelphia, storms weakening, but there is still the potential for at least a brief severe wind gust with any thunderstorm this evening. Here's a look at it timing-wise: 6:30, line of storms starting to move through portions of Chester and Delaware County and right into the city right about 8 o'clock, 8:20 kickoff, and the timing couldn't be worse. That's when storms will be noticeable nearby. Let's take a quick look at your next weather 7-day forecast. Again, an alert today for those late day storms. Then we're in the 80s tomorrow with another chance for storms on Saturday. Kim, I'll send it over to you.
Kate, we're looking good.
Looking at a line of storms moving in just in time. This is the first real line of storms we've had in weeks. And of course, it's coming right around the time of the Eagles kickoff tonight. Right about 6, 7 o'clock is when storms are going to start to roll on through. So as we open the walls of our next weather sphere, we're starting to brighten up. Most of the day is beautiful. For fans out planning to tailgate, you're good to go. But let's talk about what you need to know as far as our next weather alert for this Thursday evening. We've got a line of storms capable of producing damaging wind, at least some rogue damaging wind gusts, also frequent lightning, and that of course could cause delays for the game. Eagles game and the evening commute could be impacted. Certainly tailgating could be impacted. Folks heading to the game, you may be driving through this. The greatest risk is from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. So let's go ahead and pull up our map here, and what I want to show you is the timing of this as we look ahead into the next 12 hours or so. It's dry for most of the day, but right here, this is 6, 7 o'clock. Here it comes, 8 p.m. right around kickoff. A line of storms rolling through, weakening, but lightning, heavy rain, thunder, and gusty winds could delay things for the birds this evening. We'll have a closer look at that hour-by-hour timeline coming up in just a few minutes. For now, let's send it over to Kim Hudson. Yeah, a poncho might be a good idea. Something with a hood, certainly, as storms come through. This is going to be a quick hitting line of thunderstorms, but I am concerned about the timing. If storms come through right between 7 and 8 o'clock, if they have lightning and gusty winds, that could impact fans entering the stadium, certainly could impact gameplay as well, could lead to a delay for the birds. So let's talk about what you need to know. Our next weather alert for Thursday afternoon. Again, on a normal day without thousands and thousands of people out in the parking lots and at the link, we probably wouldn't have a next weather alert because this is a weakening line of storms. We're in a level 1 risk in half the region for some gusty winds, but this could certainly impact people that are outside, maybe without an indoor location to get to. We've got brief heavy rain, frequent lightning, and damaging winds possible with any thunderstorm that does develop. And again, 5 to 10 p.m. is the greatest risk. That is right at the height of tailgating time, people driving to the link and also getting ready to go into the stadium for our Eagles home opener. So down the shore this morning, we're brightening up nicely. It is a beautiful day. Most of the day looks great, at least until about 6 or 7 o'clock. And then again, the timing is just terrible. It just goes downhill right around the time of that Eagles game. 64 degrees with a dew point of 62. The atmosphere nearly fully saturated. You're going to feel that uptick in heat and humidity today. But again, most of the day is dry. We're at 84 in the city, 76, a nice day down the shore. Moderate risk of rip currents. I want to mention that. Lehigh Valley has the better chance for showers getting in a bit sooner, possibly by 4 or 5 o'clock. But here's that line. Here's the cold front moving in, a weakening front, but with the heating of the day and just the timing coming through late afternoon when the heat is maximized, the storms have a lot to work with. So they'll be strongest across central Pennsylvania, starting to weaken, but could maintain some strength right over the city as that line moves through. And here is the timing. Again, it is not great. Most of the day looks good. 5:30, storms are on the radar. And then as we get toward kickoff, this is 7 o'clock, fans starting to filter into the stadium. That's when this line comes through. Heavy downpours, brief heavy downpours, gusty winds, lightning and thunder. And then we start to see this move on out, but still a shower or two possible through the course of the game tonight. So a next weather alert for that today. And then tomorrow, we've got a dry day, more storm chances Saturday, and it's cooler into next week. Cam, I'll send it over to you.